DeAndre Jordan was all set to sign with the Dallas Mavericks last offseason, but that was until all of this happened.
Taylor about the fucking flex.
DeAndre Jordan had been wooed by the Mavericks organization, specifically Mark Cuban. He was wooed with lavish offerings, vacation offerings, expensive dinners, and with a promise of a larger role in the offense and to not play in the shadows of Chris Paul and Blake Griffin anymore. This ultimately led DeAndre Jordan to verbally committing to a contract with the Dallas Mavericks. The contract was 4 years for $80 million. But the thing that happened next was crazy. DeAndre Jordan was coming off of his best statistical year so far in the 2015 NBA offseason. He had averaged 11.5 points, 15 rebounds, 1 steal, and 2.2 blocks per game. He had also been selected to the All-NBA third team, was on the All-Defensive team, and was the NBA's rebounding leader. This led to DeAndre Jordan being one of the most sought after free agents in that free agent class. And him verbally committing to the Mavericks was a huge wake up call to the Los Angeles Clippers. They realized that they weren't going to be able to replace him in that offseason and in many of the offseasons to come because they had cap problems. But they did have his bird rights. So they needed to re-sign him, and they needed to do it quickly because he was about to sign with the Dallas Mavericks. And now what happens next is completely extraordinary, and I've never heard a story like this. Many of DeAndre Jordan's teammates had gone to his house in Houston to try and convince him to remain in Los Angeles. Many people think that they locked DeAndre Jordan inside of his house until he changed his mind. Just check out this tweet by Blake Griffin. And you can see that the chair is wedged in the door. Therefore, you shouldn't be able to leave the house. While they didn't actually lock him in his house, and it was just a comical tweet by Blake Griffin, his teammates were there to convince him. And they were there for a long time. They were there all night, and they made it happen. DeAndre Jordan just wanted to feel the love that his fellow stars Chris Paul and Blake Griffin were receiving, and he felt that with the Mavericks recruiting of him. Like I said before, they brought him to fancy restaurants, treated him like a star, and Mark Cuban treated him like his son. He just wanted to feel that, and once he verbally committed to the Mavericks, the Clippers realized that they didn't make him feel that way, and then they quickly changed that by sending multiple teammates to his house and making him feel like a family, locking them in the house, making them bond with each other, and making him realize that Los Angeles is his home and that he shouldn't leave because they had unfinished business. In the end, DeAndre Jordan signed a 4-year, $87.6 million deal to return to the Los Angeles Clippers in hopes of chasing a championship. And now, we all know that they did not accomplish that. They've had many postseason failures, but DeAndre Jordan has been very solid as an all-star caliber center. This offseason, the leader of the team, Chris Paul, decided to leave the Clippers and go to the Houston Rockets. And if you think about it, it's kind of crazy. Chris Paul was there on that night in Houston, where DeAndre Jordan's house was. And he was begging DeAndre Jordan to come back to the Clippers. But just a couple seasons after, he decided to leave the Clippers himself and go to the Rockets. DeAndre Jordan got played here. He should have just went back home to Texas, where he's from. It would have been surely interesting. Him and Dirk Nowitzki in the front court, with him having an extended role in the offense. I wonder what he could have done. He would have been a huge addition to the Dallas roster. I want to know if you guys think he made the right decision with going back to the Clippers. And I want to know what you guys think he could have done if he went to the Mavericks. So, I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did. As always, I'll catch you guys next time.